Hello, hello. I need to get on and make sure the audio is working. I don't. What is this sound? No. Oh, just something on Twitch. Okay, Stream Manager. Oh, I forgot to do the right title first. Title first. Okay, testing, testing. Okay, testing, testing. Okay. Sounds good. It's maybe a little quiet. I'll crank it up. Let's see. Let's make sure. So, I don't know if anyone's here yet, but I'm sorry to be so late. I've been trying to get the Switch to work, and of course, as seems like every time I do anything with this program, nothing works right away, or even consistently. But let's see. I can hear the Switch. Can you guys hear the Switch? Can you guys hear the Switch? Can you guys? Seems like it. Let's see. Here's how I test it. Here we go. Home. Here's how I test it. Here we go. Home. Here's how I test it. Here we go. Home. Yeah. Okay. The echo is just me testing it. Alright, I gotta edit stream info. I really gotta get in the habit of doing this before. Chill, Breath of the Wild, stream. No Andy today. Category, Breath of the Wild. Alright. Alright, just me. Just little old me. Um, well, that was a lot of hard work, actually, getting the Switch going. So I might just go ahead and get my treat. Andy's not here. I guess his baby hit his head, so they're going to urgent care. I have no idea how serious it is. I mean, I guess it must be fairly serious if they're going to urgent care. Or they're just being like cautious parents. Hopefully it's that, just because I don't want anything bad to happen to their baby. Um, but yeah, I hope that I hope the best for them. Um, so the plan, I'm probably gonna just say this again as soon as someone pops in, but the plan today is to play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so I can work on making a YouTube video about rewriting the story. And I'm wondering, before I get into that, I'm wondering if there's a way for me to play the game without my face in the corner of the screen while still having my face in the corner of the screen for Twitch chat. I know one thing is I can make it smaller. That's probably fine. Smaller, I can make it more centered. Although I kind of want to turn off these lights in the back. It's yeah, that looks a little better, I think. So, I guess without any further ado. Oh, wait, there is further ado. Um, yeah, I'm just going to troubleshoot this little question I got here. Um, oh, crazy. I can just plug the monitor straight into the capture card, which means I won't be able to use it for streaming, but I've still got the laptop monitor. And it's probably best that way. Although is the sound gonna be delayed? It totally already is, at least for me. Oh man, this is such a pain. I hope someday it's not like this and that things are kind of like figured out and consistent for a while. Okay, so we unplug that, and then can't see. Okay, so we do that. Okay, so I hear it on my monitor, but I also hear it on my freaking headphones with a slight delay. So now I just have to figure out how to turn that off. Gotta hit the Google. Time to hit the Google. I don't want to hear the audio on my headphones, but I still want Twitch to hear it. Monitor off. Huh. I think thought it was already like that. It's the problem. Okay, so it's quiet for me. Quiet for me. I'm just gonna test out the stream. Test out the stream. Test out the stream. Wonderful. Wonderful. Um, or good enough, rather. Okay, one more thing. My monitor is awfully quiet, so I'm going to plug my speakers. Oh no, that won't work. Okay, I think I just have to live with a quiet monitor. Crank it up to 100. I guess it's not that quiet. This is not the game I'm going to be playing, but I'm testing. This game is great, by the way, though. Maybe one of the best. So what now I gotta see is how bad is the echo happening. It's like comes in through the it's hard to say because when I turn on the sound, I get an echo. But I think it's fine. I think I'm just gonna have to wait till someone pops in to tell me if it's bad. It's fine. I probably won't be using this footage for the YouTube video. Really, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna explain what's going on to no one. I'm just practicing. So I am going to play Breath of the Wild, just the old classic Switch version, with the DLC though. And my intention with this is to make a YouTube video where I basically sort of edit or rewrite the story. It's sort of like the Hello Future Me, Korra rewrite videos. Other YouTubers do this for different TV shows and movies and stuff. The thing is with Breath of the Wild is I love the story. I also really don't love the story. It's got maybe some of the best moments in the whole Zelda series, but overall as a story, I feel like it's pretty weak. Like I don't know, it doesn't like live up to kind of the kind of, I don't know, spooky epicness of Twilight Princess or the charming, swashbuckling, like cinematic adventure of Wind Waker. Or, and this Skyward Sword's like not as popular, but it's, I gotta say, other than kind of the like second half of it, it's got one of the better like kind of stories, or it's got like better like character development, I think, than maybe any other Zelda game, honestly. Except for maybe this one, because I don't know, this one it's like it's hit or miss. You got some good stuff like Zelda is, I feel like, a really interesting character with a lot of depth, and Link, he's stoic and quiet as always, but it's kind of cool that they give a reason for that he like doesn't talk because he's sort of traumatized or whatever. And and there's good tension with Link and Zelda, at least in the flashbacks. Um, but yeah, it just and it doesn't live up to those, and it sure as hell doesn't live up to like this solid storytelling of Ocarina of Time, and how I feel like Ocarina of Time just masters the balance of like brevity with gameplay, and Link's Awakening's pretty good at that, although it's a much more kooky, like kind of tripped out story, but and even more minimalist, honestly, which is good, I think, in a video game. I think minimalist storytelling is often a great way to go. It's not the only way to go, but I think especially with kind of the Zelda series or Mario games, you don't want too much uh, story like getting in the way of just like your fun game. Anyway, so the intention or kind of the constraints are that I'm not just rewriting the whole story from scratch. It's sort of like I am doing like an editing pass, so I can't change the overall concept, um, or setting too dramatically, but just trying to do like little tweaks, you know, maybe rewriting a scene or two, and just describing how I think it should be, and uh, yeah, and that's kind of it, I guess. I think the rule is kind of loose. There's some places where I'll go heavier than others, but in general, yeah, I want to keep it like uh, kind of close to the original concept. Like the I'm not gonna try to change things like the flashbacks or like add a bunch of new story to the present day. It'll all be kind of contained within the same like format and formula that they've set up, but just altering details, and maybe even rewriting whole scenes roughly. I mean, I say rewrite. Really, it's just going to be me sort of like talking about it in a YouTube video. Or at least that's how the examples that I've seen in the past have done it. Um, so it won't get like too in depth. I don't want it to be a super long video. Maybe unless I do, maybe it could be like multiple parts, multiple videos. But this is my first like sincere attempt at making a YouTube video. Other than I think at some point I'm gonna release my Japan trip, but uh, thing which it will just basically be a VOD though, like no editing really. I might do a little intro for it if I ever find the time. But tonight we're doing this because Andy's not here, and this is the plan when Andy's not here is play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and work on this YouTube video. Since I am proud of myself just for getting this working, I'm gonna have a little treat first. A little Reese's Big Cup, kind of indulgent. But it seems like it's just me in here, so I'm gonna dispense with the fanfare and just go straight in for it. Okay. Also, Andy said he might show up later if everything's okay with the baby and he gets back and it's not too late and he has energy. But I'm not really like expecting it. Hmm. You know what I need is a notebook. So I can write down all my notes. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited to just play some Breath of the Wild. I haven't played this game in a few years, but I think it's the game I've played maybe more than any other game in the whole world. And I like it better than Tears of the Kingdom, I think. We'll see. This will be my first time playing it since I played Tears of the Kingdom. I've been saying this thing that Breath of the Wild is a better work of art, and Tears of the Kingdom is maybe a better game. You know, there's like all the quality of life stuff, and then just so much more to do in Tears of the Kingdom, but I feel like the world feels cluttered. The depths are kind of disappointing after you explore them for like 20 minutes and super huge. The sky stuff's really cool, and there's definitely really beautiful stuff in Tears of the Kingdom, but I just feel like Breath of the Wild, it just has more of a it's got a better vibe, a better like aesthetic to it. And so one thing I'm not planning on doing much of in this video is really critiquing like gameplay elements, game mechanics. They'll come up if they're like relevant to the story, I think. And I'm sure as I'm just doing the VODs, I'll probably talk about them. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave the. I mean, the point of this is it's a storytelling exercise, and that's what it really is. You know, it's just an exercise in like editing and because I'm writing my own book, and so doing stuff like this I think is good for me when I'm looking at my own writing to be like, okay, when it's time to do second draft, third draft, even fourth or fifth draft, if it gets that far, or just revisions in general, you know, I want to. It's like I'm honing that skill of just kind of being like, oh, seeing where this works and why something doesn't work, and I'm also, yeah, also just talking. Man, Twitch is so much more fun when there's people. I don't. Everyone's gone. Andy's gone. All the chatters aren't here, unless someone's like lurking, which is fine. But it only says there's one viewer, which is probably me. That's okay. This is just a chill stream. I'll have fun playing Breath of the Wild. I don't know if I should force myself to talk. I guess so, just in case someone comes in. I'm not gonna be so strict about it though, so I might get quiet. Okay. Maybe I should write some stuff down here. BOTWs. Rewrite project. So yeah, I guess I can just think about it because the story of this game plays out in an interesting way. There's the intro and then kind of the tutorial, and there's a little story with that, and then you get kind of off the Great Plateau, and then I think I'm gonna sort of play it in the suggested way, right? Because I think don't they send you to like Kakariko, and then they kind of encourage you to go like I think to the Zoras, and then the other places after that. So I'll probably just sort of play it in order. I'm not gonna be trying to 100% the game necessarily, unless I want to, but not for the purposes of this video. I'm going to, but I will do certain side quests, especially like the Terrytown side quests, and I'll critique those. I'm not sure. Maybe kind of depends on how long the video is. I could see side quests becoming like a bonus kind of thing, a bonus video. Um, I mean, I don't know. That's one thing where I think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are, at least it feels like to me, they're kind of weak on the side quests. Like there are side quests, but they're really sort of uninteresting. There, with some exceptions, Terrytown is really interesting, but I do have ideas of how it could be improved. Um, so yeah, so it'll be like that. It'll be sort of the intro, and then Kakariko, and then you do the dungeons, and they kind of all have their own little quests like around them, like the Gerudo and the Yiga. Um, Maybe just sort of explore the areas that don't have the dungeons, or I know they're not really dungeons, but the divine beasts. Um, at least just kind of a run through, go to all the towns, Laura Lynn, and just see like what, if any, sort of stories happen there. Laura Lynn, Hebra, Akala. I'll play the game naturally, but generally just kind of let the like suggested guidance be my guide, and then I have to find the memories, which for simplicity in the video I could do them in order, but if I want to be kind of more honest to the game experience, I could do them out of order and just how I encounter them, because I don't remember where they're all at, and so I'm going to be trying to look for them without looking things up, and so I could just sort of just tackle them as they come, and that can be part of the critique of like seeing like, okay, it's weird to have like this really emotional one happen before like this other goofy one, and but I don't know how to solve that problem. Well, actually, I do know how to solve that problem. Is instead of uh, that's an interesting question, because they could be location based. They are location based, which means you can't, if they weren't location based, you could just have the order be the same no matter which one you find first, right? You find the one by the horse statue first, you get the first memory. You find the one by the big battle scene in like the south area. If you do that one first, you still get the same first one, but then it wouldn't make sense with the location. So that kind of ruins that idea. Um, yeah, I think I'll just do them in the order that I find them, and kind of critique it that way, because that's how it is when you play the games. You find them out of order, and that it's a bit of a drawback. But I don't know if I'm gonna have a solution for it. Maybe changing kind of the tone of them or something would work, but or maybe having some like unavailable until a certain point. But then I think you run into the problem of like, well, you have to like tell Link to go back to that location to find it at some point, or maybe it's triggered by something else, like completing all the divine beasts or getting into the castle or something. Um, so that'll be tricky. That'll be interesting though to explore. Um, Open world storytelling, I think, is a really interesting kind of problem to solve. And some games do it better than others. I think Breath of the Wild was pretty good overall. Mostly, I'm going to be looking at, I think, like character development and interactions, and like how to improve that. Because some of the, I don't know, just some of the stuff with the champions, I just feel like isn't up to like doesn't live up to some of the other moments in the story itself, and doesn't live up to like moments in other Zelda games. Not that Zelda stories are like the best of all time, except for maybe Ocarina of Time, but I don't know. Some of them are good. Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, they're pretty solid when it comes to like narrative. I feel like Majora's Mask. Um, yeah, and even Link's Awakening. Anyway, I guess it's time to get started. Um, yeah, we can close that. Let's see. Do I start a new one, or do I just erase an old one? I'll start a new one. All right. All right. Here we go. Nah. Oh, I forgot to set the language. I'm thinking French. I've done Spanish. I've done Spanish twice, which feels really right for Zelda. I I think a lot of, especially like Ocarina of Time, take place in Spain, or like Spain's like the closest thing in the world to it, with like the Gerudo Desert juxtaposed to the more like European kind of vibe, even though it's all Europe, I guess. But what am I doing? Language. Wait, it's just I forget how to do this. I don't want to change the text because I can't read other languages very well. System settings. I guess I'm just gonna look it up. No. You change the voices in the game. Okay. Oh, I wish OBS didn't make my laptop so hot. Sounds annoying. Oh well. I'm full of complaints tonight, aren't I? Okay, so I keep this in English. I did play Breath of the Wild once with the text in Spanish. I didn't understand much, but it was my second time playing the game, so I still kind of remembered most of it. I mean, I understood stuff. I kind of know Spanish. I used to be better at it, especially when I was in Spain. But it's very like it just feels right. It's like everyone kind of makes sense speaking Spanish, except for maybe the Shika and the Yiga who are like very Japanese. So I've been I'm like kind of trying to learn Japanese, so I could do Japanese, which is also the language of the creators of this game. I could do English, but honestly, I don't really like the English voice acting. Japanese might be the way to go. French just sounds kind of fun, kind of nice. Like I just like hearing French. I've never really tried to learn it, at least not for like more than a few minutes. Um, but I sure like listening to it. Yeah, I mean, I watch enough like anime and Japanese and stuff. I'm just gonna do French because I like French. What's this? Oh, shit. Nintendo presents.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
So the intro is perfect. It's short. It's, it's to the point. Well, it's not really to the point. It's mysterious, and but it just lets you get right into the game, which is really nice. Um, and just fits with the whole theme of the gameplay of this is like letting you is kind of you're left to your own devices to find your own way through and not like bogged down in a bunch of lore and stuff, which is just it's just great. It's just great for a video game in general. So yeah, nothing to change yet. Oh yeah, I forgot. I want to change the language.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
I guess I don't know if I ever found out Is Zelda just psychically communicating to me while she's in her like spirit form containing Ganon? Or is this like a recording? But yeah, it's great. Immediately shows you that it's like there's sort of a sci-fi technological element to this game. It's a little different. Voice language. Oh, well, I need to save. Excellent sound effects. I love the graphics. Italian, Russian. It's always interesting like which languages get in and which ones don't. I guess are these like the top languages in the world? Other than maybe Japanese? No, Italian. Is Italian the top? Well, it's probably maybe Italy or Italians are really into Nintendo. I think we do French, French. We'll see. I might change it if I don't like the sound of it. I forget. I think I like the Mexican Spanish or the Latin American Spanish better than the Spanish, which is weird because I'm more familiar with the Spanish. The Spain Spanish, I mean. Yeah, so we're off to a great start. You know, come in here, it's all kind of spooky, curious place. Lots of questions, lots of mystery. You get some pants. Immediately introduced to one of my favorite mechanics of the game, which is dress up.
Place la tablette Sheikah sur le terminal. Laisse-la t'ouvrir la voie.
I wonder, I have an idea for the speaker. It's still like, it's too quiet. Like my laptop fan overpowers the sound, so I can't really hear it very well. But maybe if I can plug my headphones into the monitor, maybe that'll work without stealing the sound from Twitch, provided Twitch is even working. I don't know though, I don't see a headphone jack. Well, just fit my head in a tight space there. Oh, there is a headphone jack. Oh, I'm so doing this. Okay. Okay. I wonder if I could just do this in general for the laptop audio. Oh yeah, that's so much better. I hope it's not too loud on the Twitch end, but I don't know. Someone can show me, or someone can tell me if anyone shows up.
Tu es notre lumière, celle qu'Hyrule avait perdue. Va, mets-toi en route.
And the most iconic part. Hey, they gotta teach you how to climb. Ah, just one of the best intros of the game. Mysterious old man feels classically Zelda. Oh. Nice unobtrusive little tutorial. I don't know why, but I really want to use the other button for crouch. Was it the opposite in Tears of the Kingdom, or? Oh, or maybe, probably a game I've been playing more recently, like Ghost of Yotei. There's a bunch of these beetles. Right, okay. Oh yeah, I don't want to carry too much stuff. One thing I like to do when playing these games is like a slight kind of immersive challenge where, I mean, how much stuff would he be able to sort of realistically carry? You know, maybe if he had a backpack or something. Because a lot of, it's fun just to kind of get into the role playing. I also like to sleep at night or wear a hood when it rains and stuff. And then on the other side of things, it's like it adds much needed challenge because, you know, in the YouTube video I might not get much into the gameplay, but one big problem with this game, Tears of the Kingdom, and to a lesser extent Echoes of Wisdom, is they just get so easy once you're just stocked up on food and weapons and armor and stuff and heart pieces. It's just too easy. But I know I'm gonna need this stuff in the early games. Oops. He gets kind of like, it's funny because usually you can do that in a Zelda game, no problem. And they hit you with that right off the bat. But I don't think that it's not setting like a precedent for the rest of the game. Pretty sure you get away with taking everything going forward. Oh right, he's just joking. Okay. What am I even talking about? I guess I'm just trying to talk. Trying to keep the stream full of words. Thank you. I like how the different languages have different, like, I don't know what you call it, just sort of the grunting and like sounds. I'm pretty sure they're different when you have select different languages. Where are we? Oh. I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence. I shall tell you. The Great Plateau. The birthplace of the entire kingdom. That temple long ago. Site of sacred ceremony. It's been abandoned. Another forgotten entity, mere ghost of its former self.
Link. Link. Link.
Yeah, I hear you, Zelda.
Dirige-toi vers le lieu que t'indique la carte de la tablette Sheikah.
I'm probably gonna need this. Oh yeah, I'm all used to Ghost of Yote, so I want to like crouch when I want to run, and I pull out the scope when I want to crouch. Alright, off to a great start. Getting beamed by a choo-choo. Oh, it's right there. Oh no. Wait, so am I going up to the Temple of Time or am I going to the tower? I think I'm going to the tower. I'm just going to waste my axe durability. Wait, can you attack when you're out of energy? Yeah, you're just slow. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I forgot to set it to freaking master mode. I hope I can still do that. I mean, at least I haven't got too far into it either way. Progress saved. Oh, that's all fine, that's fine. Aim with motion controls, no way. HUD mode pro. Let's see, did I save already? Save. Okay, might have to redo something. Might have to redo a little bit. Yeah, I have to start over. That's alright. At least it'll be in French the whole time this time.
Ouvre les yeux. Réveille-toi. Réveille-toi. Ouvre les yeux, Link.
Okay, we can skip some of it.
Prends cette tablette, Sheikah. Elle te montrera la voie après ton long sommeil. Place la tablette Sheikah sur le terminal. Laisse-la t'ouvrir la voie.
Dang, it's a good thing they had a shrine of
Tu es
resurrection.
notre lumière. Celle qu'Hyrule avait perdue. Va. Mets-toi en route.
Or maybe it would have been worse, or it would have been better if he died and then the hero was reborn. Then they wouldn't have had to wait 100 years. Let's do this again. The best part. One complaint I'd have, which is just a small part of this part, a larger part of the whole game, is the Sheikah columns all around the castle. I don't like them. I think it would have looked cooler. It would have felt even more sort of serene and post-apocalyptic without them. Okay, I can't jump off. I don't have a paraglider. This time I can talk to him without just stealing the apple. I'll take these apples though. Yep. It's like me in this Twitch stream. Oh, I hope Andy's baby's okay. Yeah, this is nice. We get a little lore. Mystery, brevity. Lore mixed with free feeling gameplay. We find out that that it's the kingdom sort of something bad happened 100 years ago. Okay, he never does offer it. Ooh, I'll take that. Set things on fire. That's cool. I totally missed this last time. So yeah, I like how the tutorials are kind of hidden. Unobtrusive tutorials. Often only available if you explore and like, I don't know, pick up certain objects, etc. This is kind of more gameplay stuff, which I know has been sort of analyzed and shown again and again and again. Oh yeah, but it's set up, it's like, look, I can take the torch. Oh weird, this happened at a different time.
Link, dirige-toi vers le lieu qu'indique la carte de la tablette Sheikah.
Tablette Chica. Fire. And can't you? Talk. I thought you could like sit by fires and wait. Is that just a Tears of the Kingdom thing? Or maybe it's just not the tutorial fire. Okay, it's a little different in Master Mode. Oh, nose is itchy. Dang it. That's probably gonna happen a few times. I gotta beat Ghosty Yote. I'm on the last boss for so long. One axe gonna be enough to kill this guy. Master mode, I mean, it's the way to go. It's such an easy game. It is kind of just a pain in the ass. I really should play it in easy mode. Nah. I just gotta run away more. Ooh, I gotta get that stamina wheel growing. Some herbs. An apple. I could eat these apples. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be a little more sneaky. At least until I can get like some more weapons, because I feel like if I get in a fight, I'm just gonna lose this. And I'm just gonna break the axe, and then I'm not gonna be able to kill him. Ooh, hot-footed frog's good for making it run faster, right? I want that. I want to make lots of energy drinks. Ah! No! Uh-oh. I really just want him to drop a sword. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out. Another one of my little homebrew rules, my little homebrew challenge rules. Can't eat food during a battle. Unless you like actually like get somewhere away so you can stop moving. Dang it. Oh, it's been a while. I suck at this game now. Time is it? What is my last save? That looks more familiar, the red. Let's see, I can swim, I just can't dive. Oh, I'm gonna die if I run out of stamina. Oh, I love the music, the TangleTaro music, so chill. So mysterious. This intro, it's grand, it's epic, it's serene, it's melancholic. It establishes the vibe of the rest of the game perfectly. I need a better word than vibe. Better word than vibe. Guess I'll just look up some synonyms. Energy, aura, atmosphere, feel, and ambiance. Atmosphere. Atmosphere sounds pretty good. Yeah, atmosphere and setting, ambiance, mood. Vast, it's profound, it's calamitous, the earth shaking, intensity of the Sheik attack, let alone the freaking calamity beginning. It's kind of a foreshadowing in a way. We haven't even got any of that bit. Yeah, we still don't even know what's happening.
Souviens-toi.
Oh, is this where we see it?
Souviens-toi. Souviens-toi. Pendant 100 ans, tu es resté plongé dans le sommeil.
I guess it is like a psychic message.
Quand ce démon aura retrouvé sa pleine puissance, notre monde sombrera dans le chaos. Nous serons tous condamnés. Le temps presse. Ne tarde pas, ou il sera trop tard. Fais vite.
This game's amazing. So, from the resurrection shrine to Sheikah Tower, you get an especially Shoot. Sometimes I just forget what word I'm gonna write. It's not syncretist. It's not sync. It's like succinct. How do you spell that? Oh yeah, with the C's. Succinct. And especially succinct, well-paced, and mysterious overview of the stakes. Or maybe I should say plot there. Like stakes. I'll just kind of recount it here. Because this project's going to like take a while. Especially if I only do it every once in a while like this. So maybe I'll try to play. Maybe do this more often. But yeah, so I gotta take good notes. Or maybe make the video as I go. That might be the way. Do it in parts. I could do it in parts, like although this first part, like I don't think so far I wouldn't change a thing. Except for those weird columns around the castle. But that's really just kind of a minor aesthetic detail. Or it's major, it's pretty big. Anyway, let's sum it up. So like Link's being asleep 100 years. Temple slash kingdom is being neglected for 100 years. Zelda calls to you from the castle, and you get a clear and menacing, titanic, colossal glimpse of the monster. So I think she just called him a monster. We don't know. We don't know the name Ganon yet. And then, of course, as well as a glimpse at the vastness of Hyrule. Because that's so much of what this game is about, I think, is like, look at how freaking big of a game we just made Zelda into. But I think, I think just, I've been streaming for almost an hour and a half. Didn't get very far into the game, but I've been going at this since 8:30, just getting the Switch set up and feeling pretty good about it. But I think I'm gonna sign off and go to bed. So yeah, if anyone, oh, I have 3 viewers all of a sudden. Is anyone here? Well, if you're here, thanks for stopping by. Oh, hey, Lawrence sees. Um, yeah, I was just heading out. It was a pretty chill stream. I don't know if anyone was really here most of the time. Just playing some Breath of the Wild. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Maybe try again next time. I stream Wednesdays at 8:30 consistently, and sometimes Friday night, sometimes Sunday night. But those are pretty inconsistent. Um, so yeah, have a good night, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you again in the future.